Good morning, Magic. I'm Gavin Verhey from Wizards of the Coast. And in every limited environment, we build in 2-color draft archetypes. You don't have to play these, but they definitely give you a hint at what you can be doing in any given set. What are they for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty? Well, let's take a look so you can be as prepared as possible. First up, we have blue-white vehicles. You'll take advantage of vehicles and vehicle matters cards like Kitsune Ace and Mobilizer Mech to make sure your vehicles can keep attacking. Common vehicles like Dragonfly Suit are awesome here, and any uncommon or rare ones just get spicier. Keep an eye out for cards that make pilot tokens to help crew your vehicles, like Born to Drive or the Signpost Uncommon, Prodigy's prototype. Moving along, it's time for blue-black. And that means sneaky ninjas. And yeah, you'll want tons of those, but it's not about playing only cards with ninjutsu. You want things in this deck that will help make sure your cards can get through. Cheap flyers like Moonfolk Puzzle Master and Inkrise Infiltrator allow you to ninjutsu in a little bit easier. And Silver Fur Master, if you can get it, helps splinter your opponent's chances even further. Next is black-red. This color combination uses artifacts for sacrificing. Dockside Chef, Scrapyard Steelbreaker, and Voltage Surge, among other cards, turn those extra artifacts into value for you. Don't miss that mini creatures are also just artifacts in this set. Oni Cult Anvil is the multicolored uncommon you'll want to keep an eye out for, as it both sacrifices artifacts and gives you plenty of fuel. Red-green wants to smash with modified creatures. You'll want plenty of auras, counters, and equipment to keep your creatures modified. So keep an eye out for those reconfigure cards. Cards like Grafted Growth or even Iron Apprentice might look piddly, but really help make sure your modified matters cards like Heir of the Ancient Fang or Upriser Renegade hit their full potential. And try and find some hot springs if you can. I hear there's little a modified deck likes more than a nice warm bath. Green-white takes advantage of all the enchantments running around this set. Sagas, enchantment creatures, auras, it's okay with all of them. Commune with Spirits can help you find them, and rewards like Generous Visitor and Sky Blessed Samurai tell you to play as many as you find. Jukai Naturalist is your gold uncommon, which helps you cast more enchantments and is one itself. Moving into the enemy color combinations, we have a fun one, black-white balance. No, it's not about somehow casting balance. It's about having both an artifact and an enchantment in play. Black-white doesn't side with artifacts or enchantments. It just uses whatever it needs to accomplish its nefarious ends. Nezumi Blade Blesser, When We Were Young, and Kami of Terrible Secrets are 3 examples of cards in this archetype. And if you open Naomi, Pillar of Order, all the better. Earlier, we had Artifact Sacrifice, but blue-red is all about just getting artifacts. A wide array of Artifact Matters cards, like Sky Swimmer Koi and Towashi Song Shaper, tell you to just keep slamming artifacts on the board. And the Mirror of Jukai Naturalist, Enthusiastic Mechanaut, is the uncommon that makes it clear this is what you want to do. Black-green generally loves the graveyard, and that's no exception here with this recursion strategy. You can just keep using your best stuff over and over. Season of Renewal and Okiba Salvage can bring things back. A pretty sweet play is channeling Greater Tanuki on turn 3 into a turn 4 Okiba Salvage. Try and put that together if you can. At uncommon, Gloomshrieker is an excellent pickup that is like a menacing Eternal Witness. For red-white, of course it was going to be Samurai. Lots of cool common and uncommon samurai here, and a theme among them is this Exalted-esque mechanic of wanting to attack alone. Pick your best samurai and send it in. Cards like Imperial Subduer help make sure it gets through, and Tempered in Solitude makes sure you can keep the cards flowing. Combat tricks are important here to keep your attacking creatures strong, and you also gotta know when to hold them back and when to just swing all out at the expense of your Samurai bonus triggers. Look for the uncommon gold card Asari Captain to make your Samurai huge. And finally, rounding it out, a classic, blue-green ramp. It may not be the most unique, but it packs a punch all the same. By using cheap ramp like Grafted Growth, the channel mode on Careful Cultivation, and even Moonsnare prototype in a pinch, you can turbo into large creatures like Mirror Shell Crab or even the blue-green uncommon, Colossal Sky Turtle. Those are all 10 archetypes. Which are you most excited to draft? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll talk with you again soon, and until then, have fun preparing for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Draft. You got this. Definitely crushing the long game. The fact that you can also play it on turn 2 and then once again do the trick where you pick it back up and channel it later is really nice. So it's kind of like an early game accelerator, and then long game you get to pick it back up and channel it. I'll also note that it's very clever way to make a commander that has channel, because normally the problem is your commander is not in your hand.